Hello, my name is Trina Ganguly and the date today is June 7th, 2023. Today I will be presenting on my Socioautobiography Project for sociology. To begin with, in sociology, various concepts help us understand how societies function and how individuals interact within them. In this presentation, I will explore 6 important sociological concepts, which are collectivism, assimilation, achieved status, culture, agents of socialization, and ascribed status. Each provides a valuable insight into how different aspects of social life sheds light on the complexities of human behavior and societal structures. In this presentation, I will also analyze the effects of the 5 major social institutions on society and examine the racial, gender, and economic diversity that exists in the U.S. and how these are used to classify people. So culture encompasses the beliefs, customs, practices, values, norms, and behaviors that are shared by members of a particular group or society. It includes both tangible elements such as language, art, music, and technology, as well as intangible elements such as beliefs, values, and social institutions. Culture is learned and transmitted from one generation to the next through socialization processes, and it shapes the way individuals perceive and interpret the world, influences their behavior, and provides them with a sense of identity and belonging within a social group. My culture is a mix of Indian and American culture. I am of Indian heritage, but born and brought up in the United States, in New Jersey. And so because my family is from India, a lot of my culture that was passed down to me from my parents, grandparents, and relatives stem from Indian beliefs. For instance, the region of India my family is from is West Bengal, and so a lot of the food that we eat there is eaten with rice. However, the American side of me loves barbecue food and loves to celebrate all the wonderful holidays we have here. For instance, for July 4th, I love going to see fireworks, going to backyard barbecue pool parties, and playing Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. So overall, I like to live kind of a mix of both cultures to get a feel of who I am as a person, being someone who has both cultures in them. Collectivism is a socio-political ideology that emphasizes the importance of collective interests and goals over individual interests. It promotes the idea that society should prioritize the common good and the welfare of the community as a whole, rather than focusing solely on individual rights and freedoms. In collectivist societies, individuals are expected to conform to social norms, values, and expectations, and to contribute to the well-being of the group. This ideology is often associated with cultures that place a strong emphasis on cooperation, interdependence, and communal decision-making. And so, although in the United States individualism is the dominant culture, in India it is collectivism. And since my culture has been passed down from my parents and family, my ideologies are viewed through a collectivist perspective. For instance, no matter what step I take in my life, I will always think about my family and peers and how it will affect them. For example, when I went to college, instead of going out of state, I decided to stay in state, so I can be closer to my family and be there for them whenever they need me. Agents of socialization are the various individuals, groups, institutions, and experiences that play a significant role in the socialization process, shaping an individual's beliefs, attitudes, values, and behaviors. The primary agents of socialization include family, peer groups, schools, religious institutions, mass media, and the broader community. These agents provide individuals with social roles, teach them cultural norms and values, and help them acquire the necessary skills and knowledge to function in society. Through interaction with these agents, individuals internalize societal expectations and develop a sense of self. Some of the agents of socialization in my life are my family, peers, teachers, and media. They have all shaped me into who I am today. For instance, my family has instilled the idea of family comes first. And my friends have shaped me to understand culture norms, such as getting a driver's license at the age of 17. In addition, my teachers have taught me how to sound and be professional when I'm out and about in public. And the media has taught me how to accept and value differences between people. Assimilation refers to the process by which individuals or groups adopt the cultural norms, values, and behaviors of a different cultural group, often due to social pressure or the desire to fit in. It typically occurs when individuals from a minority or immigrant group adopt the customs, language, and identity of the dominant or mainstream culture. Assimilation can involve changes in language, dress, religious beliefs, and cultural practices. It is often seen as a way to achieve social acceptance and integration into a new society, but it can also raise concerns about the loss of cultural heritage and identity. Since I grew up with primarily Indian culture, I had to let go of some of my culture to assimilate with American culture. For instance, in my culture, we eat rice with almost everything. However, in American culture, a lot of food that is eaten is more of bread or pasta-based dishes. Also, in Indian culture, we use a lot of spices and aromatics in our food. But in American culture, the food has a more of a sugary or creamy aspect to it. And some beliefs that I have had to let go of from my culture is that relationships lead to marriage. In American culture, just because you are in a relationship with a person, it does not mean that marriage is in the future. And some other forms or ways that I've had to assimilate to American culture is through dressing. To fit in, I had to wear clothes that were more popular with the kids in school, rather than wear clothes that I would normally pick out for myself. Ascribed status refers to the social position or standing that an individual is assigned at birth or based on characteristics that are beyond their control. It is often determined by attributes such as race, gender, ethnicity, family background, and age. However, unlike achieved status, which is acquired through individual effort or accomplishments, ascribed status is typically fixed and difficult to change. It can significantly influence an individual's opportunities, privileges, and social interactions within a society. It can shape their access to resources, education, employment, and power. Ascribed status is a key factor in the stratification and social hierarchy of many societies, as it often determines an individual's access to resources and power. As a person of Indian heritage, an ascribed status that I get pretty often is that I probably stink because Indian food has a lot of aromatics in it, and that is what I mostly eat when I am home. Or that I will be in an arranged marriage when I get married. Or that I will probably be a good housewife because Indian women are brought up to take care of everything and are submissive enough to be good housewives that are like pets. And so because of all these ascribed statuses, many people didn't really give me a chance, whether it was for knowing me or talking to me. And so they didn't really give me a chance to introduce who I am, and felt hesitant to even see who I am once they heard that I am of Indian heritage. Achieved status refers to the social position or standing that an individual acquires through their own efforts, abilities, or accomplishments. It is contrasted with ascribed status, which is assigned to individuals at birth or based on characteristics they possess that are beyond their control, such as race, gender, or family background, as mentioned before. Achieved status can include positions such as occupation, educational level, marital status, and reputation. Achieved status is subject to change over time as individuals can strive to improve their positions or acquire new achievements. However, unlike ascribed status, achieved status can um, often influence an individual's skills, is often influenced by an individual's skills, talents, and personal achievements. An achieved status I acquired on my own is that I am an educated person, and I achieved this status through getting certificates and degrees to show proof of my education levels. Another achieved status I have gained is that I have a reputation of being a wise person, and this has come through various conversations I have had with many people in my life because I like to use empathy in every conversation I get into. In conclusion, the concepts of collectivism, assimilation, achieved status, culture, agents of socialization, and ascribed status provide valuable frameworks for understanding the complexities of human societies. They shed light on how individuals navigate social structures, cultural dynamics, and the distribution of power and privilege. By examining these concepts, we gain insights into the ways in which societies shape individuals and how individuals in turn contribute to the formation and evolution of their society. Understanding these concepts help us analyze social phenomena, address inequalities, and promote social harmony and progress. And here are all the references that I used for my presentation. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.